Thank you so much, Nabi, for being a part of this, the Dharma Effect. What was that experience like for you?
Oh, that the session that I just had with you, Liza, was just amazing. I so admire the work that you do. It's what the experience that you took me through was like, I was thinking about it more, and it's just like a form of art that we do collaboratively, that you you guide me into these visualizations, um these memories and these visualizations that I focus in on, and then relate them to feelings, and then you turn that into this poetry that
Oh,
you read, that you are so articulate and eloquent in speaking back to me, that takes me, it has taken me into this higher level of thinking and feeling, and then you're able to transform what the limiting belief that I had by just reshaping it with this art that we're collectively creating together, and the poetry that's coming about it, through the visualizations, and then um, and I really feel like what was unconscious really did shift in me, that I had this limiting belief that was holding me back from, from being the most confident that I could be in seizing those opportunities that come, and really presenting myself with confidence in a job interview or to a client. And then at the end, what was amazing was you um, you said something that made me feel like this anticipation for, my next job interview or my next teacher evaluation or whatever would normally send me into kind of a whirlwind of dread. And instead of, and I felt that nervousness for just a second,
mhm.
and then it just dissipated. So I really believe that something did shift, and I am really looking forward to my next opportunity with so much more motivation and excitement rather than dread. And I thank you for that, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what the future holds. And thank you so much for this wonderful gift that you shared with me.
Oh, thank you so much, Nabi. It was such a pleasure. And I have to say that the poetry you mentioned, we really were creating poetry together. I mean, things were coming out of your mouth I've never heard before, or with working with anyone previous, and even with myself, I found myself just downloading some interesting things even before we started the session. I mean, officially. Um, so I think that
Totally.
just speaks loads to like the kind of creative energy that is within you that wants to be unleashed even more. Yeah.
Totally. Totally.
And I love that you got to work on this really um, powerful belief that is kind of like a foundational piece in being an artist, sharing your work with the world. How do you think that this shift um, will have an impact?
Well, I'm really hopeful and feeling positive, be able to look at those opportunities in a positive way, as a win-win, and not go into an opportunity where I have the potential to really succeed,
Mm-hmm.
to not go into it with so much fear of all the negatives of rejection, fear of rejection, and to be able to just channel my thinking to an in a goal oriented way, that visualizing the goal, and then not being so attached to the outcome, just being able to keep going forward and stay positive and not let um, an experience that's a chance to reach a higher goal, not let that turn into anything traumatic or bad, but to just be able to keep going and keep growing and keep moving forward and succeeding.
Yeah, it sounds like a very powerful reframe for you to, one, reclaim your power, and two, that's a big one, to shift from seeing something from as a traumatic event to something that you can grow from. Um, Let me ask you, how do you feel right now, right after your session?
I feel this really warm energy
Mm-hmm.
of just I feel happy,
Mm-hmm.
a happiness, a sense of inner peace, calm.
Mm-hmm. And how about how do you feel right now in relation to your ability to uh, prepare and show up for an interview or a meeting to talk about a creative proposal? How do you feel now about it, about that?
I feel very motivated and excited.
Mhm. And how would you describe, on a scale of 1 to 10, how you felt before the session to how you feel now?
I feel like before was a 2 and now it's a 10.
Wow. Whoa, that's pretty big. Huge. Well, I can't wait to hear about the opportunities that present themselves on your path, Nabi. And it's just going to be so exciting. I know we're going to stay in touch for
For sure.
sure. And I just can't wait to just hear more about how you're using this expanded confidence to really serve you.
Thank you, Liza. I look forward to sharing.